Okay, Sally the Seeker here. Back with, as I will now call her, the Sarah Suitcase case. Well, in here they call her the Suitcase Murderer. So apparently she's talking to the detectives, and the last ones you realize, if you saw it, the last video, they were playing a recording that she evidently doesn't remember doing. So things are starting to get a little more interesting. And I will tell you that the quality of this, even though I'm technically challenged, the quality of this is not good to begin with. So that on top of me, but that's okay. We just want to get the meat of this thing. It doesn't have to be pretty, right? So here we go.
Zipped him up in anything, jokingly or not, but obviously I understand, you're claiming that Sunday it was a joking matter. You were laughing, he was laughing. But what I'm just asking is in the past, like, is it something that you guys normally do?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
We were actually this last game running out of places to hide because we have a townhome where it's upstairs or downstairs. So.
Okay, so do you remember making any videos or maybe having any any photos, videos that you remember doing on your phone on Sunday?
No.
No?
I think I took a picture of a dog.
Okay. But your phone is password protected, you have the password, he has the facial recognition, so it's not like someone else could be on your phone.
No, I have both.
But you have the face and the password?
Yes.
Yeah, but he only has the face, correct?
No.
To be able to get onto your phone, you told me that he looks at the phone.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were asking if I did. Yes, it's me.
Okay. Does he have access to your phone? Because you said it's your phone. Okay, how does he have access?
Sarah, can I borrow your phone? Yeah, it's right there on the kitchen counter.
Okay, but how does he get into it because it's password protected?
He'll come and get it to me, and I'll just do the face thing. Where sometimes, too, like, he'll joke with me and say, okay, I need to borrow your phone. And he'll hold it while I'm cooking or doing something, do the facial recognition.
Okay, so he doesn't know the password and he doesn't have the facial recognition. No. But he is the only other person that would use your phone, I'm assuming, other than...
Well, Lucas.
Right. But Lucas wasn't there Sunday.
Ooh.
So, to your recollection, no videos on Sunday?
Not that I'm aware of.
She's the only one who has access to it.
I maybe took a picture of the two of Tess and
the dogs.
And George and them dancing, but I mean, just
I'm sorry, George and the dogs dancing is killing me.
So I have something that I want to show you that we found, and it was from your phone.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the only one who has access to it. That's not good.
If you need to move it around, go ahead.
No, I don't remember that.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me.
Your battery's about to die.
Shut it off.
Oh.
Sarah's going, thank goodness.
Let me.
The battery doesn't last very long.
It used to last a lot longer than that. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Let me just grab something.
All right. No, I was just simply asking because you had a look on your face when she asked you if you've ever done that before. You looked kind of shocked and.
No.
Okay, but why did you say it like that?
Look at her expression.
I don't think you all understand who I am. Where
Well, they're getting to, though, I bet.
I mean, I've always been a straight A student. I am an outstanding mother to my son.
Sorry about that.
I excel at
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm putting my hand in front of the camera and everything, and I'm just going, what does her being a straight A student have to do with anything? She's in her 40s, for goodness sake. Good mother to her son, who I think stays mostly with dad. Anyhow, let's hear about how wonderful she is.
everything. I would not do that.
You wouldn't zip somebody in a suitcase?
Well, I didn't completely lock it. I mean, I opened it with one finger. I left enough in there for us to get out.
Okay.
And I wasn't planning on going upstairs and going to sleep.
No, it was just the way you said it.
You guys
were
are scaring me.
Why?
We just want you to watch this. This came from your phone. Don't you want to know what's on it?
Yes, please. Is it long? Because I don't know how much I can take.
Sarah,
I don't know how much I can take.
hot mess.
Do I have to watch this? I continuously throw up. I don't sleep. I don't want to see it, if that's okay.
Well, it's on your phone, and you can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
Yeah. We're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on. That's it.
It's that long?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. That long? Gee, I wonder how long it was for George in that suitcase.
Fuck you.
And it's that's you, your voice.
Stupid. Sarah. That's my name. The word up.
Oh, Sarah. You are in some bad doo-doo.
Yeah, that's when you do it. You shook me. I don't want to watch it, please.
Last time we talked to you, you had said that you put him in the suitcase, he had 2 fingers hanging out. And you
I
went to
flipped
bed.
him over. I flipped him over, and that's where it was.
There's 2 different videos and a still picture where, yeah, it shows you flipping him in different positions, and him saying that he can't breathe, and you saying fuck
So
you.
this is upside down. So in order for him to have gotten into it,
It was flipped up.
right, it was flipped up normal.
Yes.
Like as if you're packing something. So this is upside down.
Guys, this is killing me right now.
So this image is upside
Yeah,
down.
it literally
And
killed
then
George.
This small video that occurred 11 minutes later, it's flipped over the other way, closer to your dining room table.
Okay.
Now he's obviously still.
So, do y'all think maybe they had more than a bottle of wine? Do you think she sounded a little intoxicated there? Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, they're still talking. No, they're not. I am.
So
Never mind.
How did it go from the back to the front?
I flipped it.
Okay.
She's flipping him around in the suitcase.
My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep,
Well, that's what you did.
but not intentional of.
No, you told me you went upstairs because
Look,
you were
Stop
getting
here.
ready for bed.
stopped here.
Okay, but
Where's here?
show me
What
where
is she
you
doing
see
with her
fingers
arm?
coming out. Because there's the end.
It's, and his head's right here.
Mm-hmm.
So going like this, rather than going all the way up, it's like this.
But why is he saying I can't breathe, and why is he pushing on it as if he can't get out?
And it doesn't show a hole.
There's no hole. There's no fingers. I don't see his fingers. There's no
Mm.
hole.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't know, like, what you want me
Look at
to
her
tell you.
face.
I'm just showing you. I'm just telling you what we see.
Oh,
and
my
what we've heard
goodness.
from the
I
other video.
understand. I understand.
He's begging for you to let him out. You're laughing in the beginning, and then in the end, it sounds kind of like a.
No, it's not malicious.
Well, saying fuck you,
It's not malicious.
then what is that?
Fuck you.
What does fuck you mean? To you?
Well,
Like if I were to tell my
like he
partner.
does. Like, I get called everything but a white woman, so
Okay.
my intention was not to leave him in there.
What? Get called everything but a white
Please
woman.
understand that. My intention was not
Is she a
to leave
Karen?
him in there.
But you went upstairs thinking that he could get himself
Yes.
out, but the video shows.
That's
at
what I
no
told
point
you.
can I see his fingers.
He'll
and
be
it
out here
looks
any
like-
minute.
And then 30 minutes later, he didn't show.
And he's telling you
And I
he
didn't
can't
wake
breathe.
up.
Do you think
not
he's
able to get out.
joking? You told me he was laughing, and
We were
the
before.
video, there's no
When we first
laughing.
got in there, both of us were.
So how long was he in there for? Like, this video is at 11:12 when it starts, so was he in there for like a long time prior to you recording this?
No. No.
So it goes from funny to no longer funny,
But
you're the only one laughing.
But I didn't think that he was, like, panicky. Like,
So pushing up on a suitcase saying, Sarah, 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 I can't breathe.
George has done that in the past before, too, where it's just, like, he thinks that he's woe is me kind of thing, where it's like,
Well, he's never been locked in a suitcase, that's where he couldn't get out, so.
It's kind of,
Woe is me, as you're suffocating in a suitcase? Oh, Sarah.
Okay.
And again, my plan.
But nowhere in there is he laughing, is he joking, he is begging. And you're the only one laughing,
Okay.
and you're the only one saying derogatory comments, like you're mad.
No. Please don't, I don't mean to sound negative, and I don't know if I can say this, but, like, it's like you guys are kind of trying to, like, feed me. Like,
No, I'm just trying to show you a video that you no longer want to watch because you probably don't want to know the outcome of how and what you said.
well, I know what,
You know what's on that video now?
No.
You remember making that video?
no,
Why don't you remember making the video?
probably because we had been drinking.
But you weren't drunk.
Just because I went upstairs and, just
You
because
told
you're
us-
drunk doesn't mean that you,
told us times that you were not drunk. You said that you had your wits about you.
Oh,
You said he
Sarah.
had his wits about you.
Mhm.
You said that you don't like not having your wits. In my experience, if somebody cannot remember doing something to the extent of making 2 videos and a video and taking a photo, they are intoxicated.
okay, I understand where you all are coming from.
Well,
I
we're
get
just
it.
trying to make sense of it. We're trying to
get it.
figure out
We're
what
trying
you're
to
saying.
figure out this
You
video.
explain it to us. We're listening.
I just did, like, we were playing, and then, like, I thought it was, my plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep. My plan was not to, he'll be up here any minute.
But you willingly went upstairs and went to sleep. No one forced you to go upstairs and get
My
ready
plan
for
wasn't
bed.
also to leave him in the suitcase,
So why didn't you take him out?
because I went upstairs, and then I fell asleep.
But why didn't you consciously think, he's asking to come out, he
I
can't
didn't do it
breathe.
intentionally.
What do you think is gonna happen if you leave somebody in a confined space like that?
Well, I thought by not zipping it up all the way, it would be okay. My plan
Oh,
was
Sarah.
not
Mm.
to leave him in the
What was
suitcase,
your plan?
waiting for him to come upstairs.
Very botched hide and seek game.
Fell asleep.
You said you were up there 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, somebody not coming up.
Knowing that the last time you saw him was in the suitcase, 30 minutes later, you're like, maybe I should go check on him, maybe I shouldn't?
No.
When that didn't cross your mind, because
That's
it
like
didn't happen.
that's like an assumption. Like, that's what you all are thinking. Just,
We're asking.
it's the
You
whole,
tell us.
it's the drinking.
Oh, I thought they didn't drink much. Oh,
That's what it
Sarah.
It's the drinking. I thought it was, like, I thought he was okay. Like, I didn't,
He's telling you he's not. He's telling you, Sarah, I can't breathe. He's saying your name and you're like, that's my name, don't wear it out.
Guys, that's how we are with each other. Like, nobody understands our relationship. The whole suitcase thing never happened before.
Would you leave someone else in a suitcase? Would you leave Lucas in a suitcase jokingly? Because it was a
No.
joking matter. You put him in there jokingly. Would you leave Lucas jokingly in there? And you love Lucas, right? And you
I
love
wouldn't do
George.
that to him, either. I wouldn't do that to him.
So, I just...
Well, it's not like, again, I don't think you all understand. Like, that was not my intention.
Well,
Y'all don't have any idea what I've done for him.
But by your acts, and that's exactly right. You get to the point where you've done so much for somebody and they don't show
No.
you any appreciation.
He did.
Not by your words in the video. I don't get that.
He did.
Because you bring up the fact that when he's choking you, you can't breathe. That's how you felt when he cheated on you. You couldn't breathe. And you verbally, several times, told him, just fuck you.
Well, you said it in the video, but you won't let us play the rest of it.
Yes, it was a little derogatory, Sarah.
On his phone.
Okay. Cheating is cheating.
I think so too.
Exactly.
It's your definition of cheating, though, so, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what the word cheat means.
And that's what you told him in the video. That I couldn't breathe when you cheated on me.
No.
That's how I felt when he said, Sarah, I can't breathe. You told
I
him
don't
5
know
years.
what you, this is,
What would you say if somebody told you that they had done this?
done what?
Sent somebody in a suitcase and went up and went to bed.
Do you all not think, so you all think that it's like, oh good, I got him in there, now I'm gonna go to sleep? Is that what you guys are trying to assume? Or trying to like,
We're just, the video
Hmm.
is very portraying of the opposite of what you told us.
no.
It is not leading up, it is not matching what statement you gave us in the car.
So,
And that's why we wanna know,
and I don't
the
remember
injuries.
doing those.
the injuries are not consistent with what you told us. So we have a lot of inconsistencies, and this video explains itself. It really, truly does.
You don't think that I have thought about that?
Thought about the video, or thought about?
But no, again, if you don't mind, please. So you all
Mm.
are assuming that it's like, oh good, I got him in there, now I'm gonna go to sleep? Is that what you all are assuming?
Well, it's not an assumption when that's what you told us that happened.
That's what happened.
And the video, I mean,
But I'm not gonna say,
you thought he could
Those
get out on his
yes.
own, but the video shows that he cannot get out on his own.
but when I unzipped it with one finger.
From the outside.
But it had the hole in it.
Mm. He's saying
And
no,
you're claiming
Sarah.
that it had a paper clip, so that's what assisted you in doing it.
No.
That's what you told us.
When I had my sweatshirt, I said I thought it had a paper clip on it. It's got,
But the zipper part is broken, that,
yes, which is why we were
Help you
gonna zip it.
Yeah.
I just,
You were able to unzip it from the outside very easily, because that's the way they're designed.
but you could on the inside too. I don't know how.
so why wouldn't he have gotten himself out if he could? He was
I don't
asking-
know,
he
like, I
said
don't know if
was
you
asking.
saw, like, where the hole was. I don't
I
know.
didn't see a hole.
No
I
one
didn't
sees
see
the
no
hole.
fingers
You're the
sticking
only
out.
one that's what I'm saying, like, he's in one position, and where his head would be, we should be able to see fingers. And then when it's flipped over onto this right side, again, his head is closer to us facing the video, so we should be able to see fingers, and we don't see anything. We see no movement of him trying to unzip it, or physically unzipping it. All we see is pushing up, trying to push out of it.
Please do not assume.
I'm not assuming. I
my
haven't
intention-
assumed anything. I follow evidence.
But my intention was not, again, oh good, I got him in there, now I'm just gonna go to sleep.
What do you think someone that knows nothing about this, or hears just a little bit, like, oh, they were playing around in a suitcase,
She's been
and then
drinking,
watches that
probably went to
video?
sleep. That's what happened.
But you let him out before, I mean, you put him in, so why didn't you take him out?
Because I was upstairs and I fell asleep.
No, before you went upstairs. You, like, consciously had to walk upstairs. You obviously remember going to bed because you were able to give me a time frame on that. And you specifically told me that you
I
went
don't-
upstairs.
My intention is not for this to happen. I am sick about it. I've never done anything like this before in the past. I am sick. Especially with that. I thought I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh, Sarah.
You tell us last night, you vividly remember this when you told us last night, that he was laughing, you were laughing, you put him in the suitcase, he has two fingers sticking out, and you go to bed. Now we see something totally different, and it actually shows you upset, and again, using,
This looks very
derogatory
bad.
terms to him when he's begging for his life to get out of that suitcase.
So,
So,
But my
what
thing
you
is
say
that
we're
the-
assuming, we're not assuming,
but
we're
the
telling you
finger,
what's on there.
so it just happened to be that whenever I was videotaping or doing whatever else it was, just happened to not have that in it.
Okay. And you also, in the video, you can't see any holes. There's nowhere in that where the zipper separates and you can see a hole. If there's a hole, he's pushing on it, begging you to get out. We should probably see that hole that
He
you're
eventually
talking
would have
about.
been able to get out.
Alcohol.
Based off what you're telling us, he should have been able to get out.
Okay.
But the video shows him attempting to get out, begging to get out, and he can't. So that's just what we're trying to figure out. I don't know if maybe you had too much to drink, you zipped it up all the way, and then,
I did not zip it up all the way.
Okay, well,
I did not zip it up all the way. This is horrific, okay? Horrific.
it is terrible.
Yeah, so they lost their
Horrific. I don't think I'll ever be right because of this. Ever be right. Dealing
I
with
don't
everything
think you're
else that I
right to
have in
begin
my
with.
life, personally. And then this,
Okay.
whom I loved,
Well, let's
it
not
was
get carried
not
away.
intentional.
So
I
you
will put
say,
my hand on the Bible. It was
oh
not
no, don't do the
intentional.
Bible thing. I don't like that.
I would not do that to him nor anyone else.
But you did.
Not intentional.
You intentionally went up to bed.
I didn't intentionally go to bed because I'm thinking, okay,
Hold
good,
on,
he can
hold
get
on.
out.
How did you not intentionally go to bed? You said you went upstairs and got into bed.
Yeah,
That's
you
intentionally
did
going
say
to
that,
bed.
Sarah.
Waiting for him.
And he doesn't come, but you don't go down to check on him.
So I happen to go to sleep. When I say go to sleep,
And what do you
doze
normally do
off
when
or
you go
whatever
to
you're
bed?
gonna do.
And
What do
then
you
he
normally do
kind
when
of
you go to bed?
died.
What do you mean?
What is a bed for? Going to sleep.
Right.
So you go to
But
bed to
obviously
do
you
what?
can tell too that, like, I've
You
been
go to
drinking
bed to do
also.
what? Okay. You kept telling us, hey, I wasn't intoxicated. I wasn't this. I wasn't that.
Being drunk and intoxicated, which, yes, you can tell that I had been drinking, but
Okay. So if you weren't intoxicated, then why would you ever leave somebody in a suitcase that's begging to get out, that's telling you they can't
if
breathe?
if I hadn't been drinking, you still think it would be the same thing? Where it's like, hop in, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you all are trying to do? To
We're
portray
not
me
trying
as?
to do anything. I'm simply asking you to explain to me what happened.
Everything was fine and dandy.
I don't want to call it
Everything.
fine and dandy.
Was fine and dandy.
What
You
do
all
mean?
don't, okay, for me to tell you this, again, mind you, I've been without him for a day now.
Mhm.
I don't
It's horrible.
know, I mean, I don't know what you all want me to tell you, because this was not in any way, shape, or form, hand on the Bible, intentional.
And the Bible thing doesn't
So
cut it.
you just
I
left him there
didn't
to
kill
teach
him.
You left him there to teach him a lesson?
Well, he did kind of
I didn't
die.
mean to leave him there. That's what I'm trying to
He's
tell
just
you.
getting so
You got up
surly
and
and
walked away.
combative.
How is that not intentionally leaving him there?
Because I'm looking at the hole, knowing that it's there. He'll get out no problem. Because you
And
don't,
then he doesn't,
but
but you don't go check on him.
Oh,
You say you're up for 30 minutes and he doesn't come up. You don't go down and check on him?
I'm in the bed
You even moved,
and
I
dozed
mean,
off.
you admit to moving the suitcase, like, over. So
Roll it.
you roll it over, like, it's not like,
I didn't want him to be like that. Don't.
you didn't want him to be upside down. How do you even get upside down?
Right.
Mm,
You guys are killing me right now.
I just want you to hear.
that's what George said.
That's how he talks to me most of the time. I don't know how you want me to say it.
I'm just trying to figure out what you would expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a suitcase.
I didn't mean to leave him in there.
It sounds so crazy
What's
when you
your
say it out
reasoning
loud.
for, not calling 911 sooner?
Because I didn't know what to do and how horrific it was. I called Ryan, and 5 minutes later I called you guys? Not even 5 minutes. Nonetheless, that I had to I was trying to do CPR. I had to get him out and try to do CPR, and then called you guys. And then was continually doing CPR with the dispatch on the phone, where he had me count out loud to help me focus on what I was doing.
It just, I don't know how, I mean, you can sit here all day long and say, I thought he was gonna get himself out, but that, he didn't, and you went upstairs, and you stayed there for 30 minutes before you fell asleep.
But can I say too,
You
like,
chose not to ever at any point during that 30 minutes walk back down and check on him.
no, wait 1 second, because I know, like, with you all, and then, like, because you continually ask me, like, time frames, where I told you, like, I don't bother even looking at the clock most of the time. So it's like a guesstimate. So for all I know, maybe it was 10 minutes.
Okay. But the point is, you left the living room where he was begging for help and went upstairs. Regardless of how long you were there, you left. You say,
I thought he was the boy calling wolf. Again.
Okay.
So when he asked to be let out, like, what's your reasoning for not letting him out?
When I was upstairs?
No, when he's asking on the video, he asked multiple times. He asked to be let out. I can't breathe. Why didn't you let him out?
Well, number one, I had no idea it was going to end like that.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay.
Number two, just, you know what? I'll give you 5 minutes or so in there. I'll give you 5 minutes or so.
5 minutes for what?
Well, based off the video, one video's at 11:12 and the next one's 11:23, so you actually gave him at least 11 minutes per video recording. So my thing is, when it stopped, he asked multiple times. I mean, why? Why did you not let him out? It's just...
Oh, Sarah, girl, it is not looking good for you. This is just getting worse by the moment. Look at her face. I mean, it's horrific. Can you imagine suffocating in a suitcase? It's like one of my worst. Well, not being in a suitcase, just any kind of suffocation. It's horrendous.
Well, number one, I had no idea it was going to end like that.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay.
Number two, just, you know what? I'll give you 5 minutes or so in there. I'll give you 5 minutes or so.
Oh,
5
dear.
minutes for what?
Well, based off the video, one video's at 11:12 and the next one's 11:23, so you actually gave him at least 11 minutes per video
Give
recording.
him 5 minutes.
So my thing is, when it stopped,
Oh,
he asked multiple
Sarah.
times. I mean, why? Why did you not let him out? It's just a simple question.
To be honest with you, I mean,
Were you punishing him?
no. Just,
Well, that's what you're saying in the video.
This is what you got. This is
Oh.
what you make me feel like.
see, and then it's all backfired on me. Like, it's all backfired on me. And I understand the severity of this.
You did.
It's awful, I know.
Okay.
It's awful. And I will tell you both this right now, too. I will never drink alcohol again.
Okay.
Like, I will never drink alcohol again.
Well,
I don't care what it is in any
That's
way,
not going to
shape,
bring
or
George
form.
back, though.
Let's get back to this. Was the reason for leaving him when he's begging to be let out? I don't understand that.
What I have a feeling was, and again, it's the whole time frame thing. You all
I'm not asking a time frame. I don't care about a time frame. He's
So-
in the bag saying, I
I
can't
know, and
breathe.
my
And you
God.
say, fuck you.
When he, so, like, for, like, the whole few minutes that he was in there, like,
Minimum 11. But yes, go ahead. It's a few. 11.
but
For one video.
Well, in between those two videos. It's
Between the
11
two
minutes.
videos? Okay.
Yeah. So
what's the question again?
When he's begging for his life, telling you he can't breathe, let me out, and you say, fuck you, why don't you just let him out? What are you trying to prove to him? There was obviously something in your head that you were thinking of when he was asking to be let out, and you were like, no.
Again, it's the
no.
boy calling wolf.
Okay, but where's this game end? Did you say this is a game? You got somebody in
Obviously,
there.
like, the wrong way.
So what was your intention for
little
leaving
bit.
him in there?
And it's not fair. It is not fair. You guys are trying to, again, he's in there. Night, night.
That's what happened.
No,
That's absolutely what happened.
intentionally.
How's it not? You got up off the couch, walked up a flight of stairs, and got in your bed.
Thinking he was going to get
And
out.
he didn't, and you still didn't go down and
And
check
it's
him.
the whole 30-minute thing that you guys are trying
I
to
don't
do,
care about 30
whatever.
minutes.
It's like, for all I know,
He's
it's 10
begging for his
minutes.
life. He's begging for his life, telling you he can't breathe.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't. I didn't intentionally mean for this to happen.
But you
Then what
can't
did you
tell us
intend?
why you left him in there and went upstairs. That's my only issue. Like, what am I supposed to write? What do I write?
So my thing is, though, it's, what I have a feeling is, I went upstairs and just hit the bed, kind of thing. But, again, I'm thinking, he'll be up here in a minute. But then I go out.
But my question is, why didn't you just let him out prior to going up?
I don't know why.
He's begging to be let out. He's not laughing. He's not having fun.
Right,
you said
I know. I don't
this
know.
was supposed to be fun. You were laughing before. Before you said he was laughing, you were laughing. You went upstairs. He had his fingers out of the bag and he was playing. Well, obviously that's not the case.
So are you guys, so what is it you're trying to, like,
We're just trying to figure out why.
why? What?
Why?
What was the
Why?
motivation for leaving him in the bag?
Why he was left in the bag? Why did
I didn't have any motivation. It was me, he and I having a great day, fooling around and being stupid, and apparently me going upstairs and hitting the bed, not going to sleep, where it's like, I'm tired now, I'm gonna go to sleep.
That's excluding, that's a good analogy for the day, excluding the fact that he's got a bump on the back of his head, a bump on the front of his head, and his lip is busted, and he has a
Oh my
bump on his
gosh.
eye.
I don't know what you all want me to tell you. Like, this is not fair at all,
Yes.
that you all are assuming that that's from me.
Where else did it come
If
from?
you were, say it's opposite, you were in the suitcase and you're asking to be let out, would you hope that that person would let you out? Like, you're asking to be let out of a suitcase, should they not let you out?
Eventually. I'm guessing. I mean, I'm blaming it on the wine.
Blaming it on the wine.
So you guys are like assuming that,
You keep saying we're assuming, or we haven't assumed
Asking
anything.
questions.
but you guys are assuming that that's what I did.
No, by what,
Like, this is-
the facts of what happened, we got there, you said you pulled him out of the suitcase, you said you went up, you went to bed. We're not assuming that, these are the facts that you're telling us.
But
Now
I'm tired. I'm tired.
Well, that's what you told me on a sworn recorded statement yesterday. Because when I said, oh, you went upstairs and passed out, you were like, no, I did not pass out. You got attitude with me because you
Yep.
thought I was assuming that you were drunk. So that's an assumption. That was an assumption when I said you passed out. And guess what? You corrected me.
You were very adamant about the fact that both of you had your weapon out. What's your favorite word to use?
Compass mentis.
You've used it today too, to say that you guys were within your wedge. There's two empty bottles of wine.
No, but we didn't drink both of them.
I think you did.
We didn't.
There's receipts for the
They were
statement
both
back there.
purchased yesterday, so I don't know how you didn't. Because they weren't there the day before.
So one was.
Public receipts from yesterday.
Mhm.
Only thing purchased on either one was a single bottle of wine, 2 of them. So we have each bottle of wine that was empty in your garbage can that you purchased yesterday, or he purchased, but you two would have consumed together.
Well,
I mean, it's receipts, so it's not even worth the going back.
So this is, so I don't know what you guys are, I don't know.
We were just hoping that we could figure out why you,
What was the motivation?
There was no motivation.
well,
Well, we're watching a video that, after talking to you, everything was laughing and fun. Now we're watching a video where it's not laughing and fun. He's begging for his life, and you are in a very angry voice telling him to fuck off.
No.
Yes,
It's not.
that's absolutely what it was.
yeah.
It's not an assumption.
Looks really bad,
The video's
Sarah.
there. We played it for you.
So you guys think that I intentionally,
You
it
did. You
doesn't
got
matter
off
what
the couch
it doesn't
and
matter
walked
what
up
we
the
say.
couch, or walked up the stairs and got into bed. That was intentional. There's no way getting around that. You intentionally did that. Nobody drugged you up there. You didn't float up the stairs.
okay, well, it's not fair. It's not fair that you guys keep trying to say that that's what I did.
I don't know what to tell you.
You told us that. You didn't go upstairs?
I Again, there was a hole in a suitcase. I unzipped it from the hole with one finger.
Well,
Oh,
the
she's
damn
getting
hole
very-
didn't do him no good, did it?
But he could push it open.
No, he
Did he?
couldn't. The video
No.
shows him pushing up.
And
If he could push it open, why wouldn't he have gotten out himself? Why would he beg you to open it?
Okay.
he can't breathe.
Okay.
If someone can do something for
Yeah.
themselves, they're gonna do it. They
You
don't
couldn't
need
breathe,
assistance
Sarah.
unless they need assistance.
So, but why would he start doing it?
Because he couldn't, because it was all the way zipped.
Okay.
Didn't see it.
It wasn't. I intentionally didn't do it. That I intentionally did not do.
Is that word? Intentionally,
Zip it all the way.
like grounds.
He nor I.
Well, he's dead as a result
Lay
of your
hands
action.
on each other.
He is dead as a result of
I
your
understand that.
action. So,
That's why
You
this.
two didn't lay hands on each other.
No. No. I don't have anything.
You're right.
He doesn't. Whatever that is, whatever it
He
is.
does.
See, this is what happens. It's not fair that you guys, just because he has those, automatically blame it on me. Like,
well,
We're
what
okay
about
with
when
you.
you had your injuries and he gets arrested? Is that not
The
fair?
dogs
Really?
did it.
like really,
Exact
Yeah.
same thing. He,
really.
He has injuries. You have injuries. Like, what does that mean?
I don't have any injuries.
Correct.
Because
So
he
that's
and I
not
have
you.
not been at it with one another.
So every time that you guys fight, you both hit each other? So you should have probably
No.
gone to jail all those times that he went to
No.
jail for domestic?
Well, the one time I did. But he completely trashed the police report. Because that's nothing what happened. Because the reason why I got taken in was because my story was different than his. So I'm being portrayed as like this abuser.
We're not saying that he doesn't abuse you.
Absolutely.
We're not saying.
So I'm the one that's being portrayed as the abuser. Because I have never dealt
Well,
with anything like this before.
kinda more like
I
the
don't know
killer.
what to do, how to do it, and I always know what to do and how to do it.
Hmm.
This, I don't know. So I don't know, like, what's going on, or, like,
We are simply trying to find out as well. Again, we got one side of the story. You're telling us, we're going with what you're saying, but then we find stuff that negates what you're telling us.
and I don't even remember doing that.
You're telling us that we're assuming stuff, but what we're simply doing is telling you what we saw in the video and
I
repeating what
understand.
you told us.
I understand. Because I don't remember that.
Okay? Doesn't mean it didn't happen just because you don't remember it.
So is the texting thing something about me? Like, what's,
The what? Texting? Oh, no, I'm texting.
So, I don't
you guys are scaring me, so, like, I don't know, like, what to expect. I mean, I had questions of things that need to be taken care of, like, I don't.
What are your questions?
I have one last question. You realize you're the person that killed him, right?
I thought about that.
Okay, you left him in the bag when he's begging you to say, I can't breathe, let me out.
Guys,
You
you
said,
can't make
"Fuck
this
you."
up.
And you got up off the couch and went upstairs and left him in that bag.
Hmm.
Not intentionally. I
Again,
would never do that to George.
you did.
Not intentionally.
Yes, she did. Not intentionally.
No.
Grounds.
I don't.
Know that.
You got up and you went up to bed.
She's getting.
Alcohol is a shitty thing.
Now
It's
she's
alcohol.
saying maybe we had more than a bottle.
Not, again,
the reason that you told him?
you all,
Please sit down.
listen to me.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Please sit down.
yeah. She needs to sit down. You're getting a little combative, Sarah.
I did not intentionally kill him.
So your intention.
I don't know what it is I need to do, or how to do it, or what to say, or how to say it.
But what was your intention?
Everyone knows everything that I've done for George, and love him, and continuously helped him throughout his life
Oh boy.
with me, and made him a happier, better person.
Mm.
Everybody has their limits.
Everyone knows that.
Everybody has their limits.
She's
So it's like,
patting
okay,
herself
so
on the back
while
again.
we're in a good place right now, I'm gonna snap. Is that what it? While we're in a good place
Well,
right now.
you did.
Absolutely. I got you on video screaming, fuck you.
Oh boy.
This is what it feels like when you're choking me. This This is what it feels like.
Which was however long ago.
You
The
said.
videos were from last night.
Clearly,
So it wasn't that, yeah.
Oh, Sarah.
there's still feelings towards it. You wouldn't say it if you didn't feel it,
But I would never do that.
but it happened, and you
But
did.
you
But
did
that's
kind
not
of.
for being playful
But no one's
and
laughing.
having a good day.
No one's laughing except you.
Everybody's
I would hate to see
having
a
a
bad
good day. Oh, I'm sorry?
I would hate to see a bad day.
Y'all are making me out to be the person that I'm
Well,
not.
you're annoying as hell, I'll tell you that
So
much.
I have, or will I ever be?
Or are you a different person when you're drunk?
People have different personalities after they consume alcohol.
It depends. It's like well,
Because you're sober now, so sober you.
Nice
Well, what
person,
about drunk
easy
you?
going.
not, it's both of us. Not fair that you all are assuming that the marks that he has on him are from me.
We asked you where they came from.
I have no idea.
Well, nobody else was there, so nobody else was there.
I have no idea.
Mm.
I swear I did not lay a hand on him.
Okay. You just zipped them in the bag.
Nor he.
You just zipped them in the bag. And then you flipped the bag around several times.
I didn't do that intentionally.
You didn't intentionally flip the bag around?
No, why would I do that?
Well, you
Good
told us
question,
you
you
did.
did.
Well, she. Oh,
When he was upside
Sarah.
down.
Right.
Well, you had to put them upside down.
You can't get in a suitcase upside down because
Oh my
what
gosh.
you put the
See,
stuff
that's
in
the
is where his
unfortunate.
body was.
That's the unfortunate thing too, is nobody else was there.
Oh,
I
Sarah.
have a video showing the suitcase from several different positions. So it shows, one, like she just said, it had to been on its back with the lid open for him to get in there, for you to zip it up. Then it shows it on the other side with him in it, so you had to flip it to there. Then there's another video where it's on its back again, so you had to flip it to
I'm
there.
leaving it like this, please. I'm leaving it like this. I did not intentionally do this. No malicious content or effort was towards this. No malicious.
I would
I'm
say
pointing
does
at
that
the
help you sleep, but you're not sleeping, so.
I mean,
Last night, I
It is-
maybe got an hour.
Right.
in your voice, you can hear the maliciousness. The fuck you is very, very,
You don't talk to people like that. That's not like a common like,
no,
hey Scott, fuck you.
thank you.
That's not common. It's not something people do. And no one that sees that is gonna think that.
Okay.
So we were trying to give you an opportunity, and it is what it is.
There's no maliciousness towards
Okay.
that.
I would probably be telling myself that too
My
after that
intent,
video.
my intent was not for that to happen.
But you went upstairs and went to bed. Or maybe you passed out, I don't know. whichever.
Waiting for him. And the whole time frame thing, it's like,
Regardless.
that's not really fair.
Regardless, waiting for him, it's not like you walked up the stairs. You can't fly up the stairs, no one can take you up the stairs.
Okay.
You go up the stairs, you lay in the bed, and you wait for him. Who cares if it's 5 minutes? Who cares if it's 30 freaking seconds? He's begging for his life. He's begging to get out. You go upstairs.
You leave them.
It doesn't matter. So get the time frame out of your mind. It
This
doesn't
whole
matter.
thing, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, because there's this, so it doesn't matter anything what it is I say. So it makes no difference whatsoever.
It's just you're lying and like you're now changing
Who's
your
lying
story.
about what?
You're now you were drunk.
Oh, I never said that I was drunk.
Exactly, but you did here today.
Oh my gosh.
You said earlier,
Everything recorded.
Alcohol.
you blamed it on the alcohol.
You blamed it on the alcohol. Alcohol does a lot to people.
Yes, but I never said I was drunk.
Okay. So
Mm.
you did this sober. You knowingly left them down there sober.
I have already told both of you also that we were both drinking.
Right. Do you want to admit
Okay.
that you were drunk? Is that?
I'm telling you all both, this has changed my life. I will take this. I don't know.
That's a true statement.
Absolutely. But you're trying to dance around the fact that
So,
you
but what are
did.
you doing? Okay, just,
You left them in there. You're trying to
Oh my
dance around the
gosh,
fact
this
that
is-
you left them in there.
this is not,
You didn't leave them in
it's
there.
not, it's not cool. Like, this is not cool.
It's not cool.
That it,
He's dead. It's
but
not
you
cool.
think that I did that intentionally. You think that I did that intentionally.
You intentionally left them in there and left the room. You went upstairs to a different room.
You intentionally did that.
You did.
Yes.
because I'm thinking he's gonna get out.
Okay, and he didn't.
Obviously not.
When somebody's begging, saying, I
But
can't
when you
breathe.
say that though, but you have to, y'all
Please let me out, I can't
y'all
breathe.
don't know George though, like, again, I thought it was a boy crying wolf, so it's just like, what?
Oh, so if your son was in there and said, I can't breathe, are you gonna open it, or is he 9, so he's not, you know?
Really?
It's not a big deal. I'm just valid question.
Oh, you said you would never put your son in a suitcase, you would only put George in there,
No, George got in the suitcase.
and you zipped it up.
Not all the way and not intentionally to leave him there.
But that's what happened. If you keep going away from it,
I don't know,
that's exactly what happened. You went to bed, woke up the next
are
day.
you all trying to have me admit that? Like, are you trying to have me admit that? Because I will never admit it because it's not true. It's not true.
I'm basically stating as a fact, because that's what happened.
Okay.
You videotaped him asking to be let out. You go upstairs.
So what, guys? So what? Like, just, I don't know what you want me to say, other than it was not out of maliciousness or intentional.
Intentional.
I don't know what or how I can say it. I love George. Love him. To this day, still. Love him.
Love makes you do crazy things.
It's not one of those things where it's like, oh gosh, you know what? I've done enough for you at this point. I never gave up on him.
Okay.
Why I'm here today, I'm still not giving up on him.
Well,
I would do anything for him.
Well, you gave up checking up on him.
I wouldn't let him out of the suitcase.
Oh gosh.
We're simply just trying to go through, I mean, again, you gave us a completely different story that you churched up to, this was such a lasting matter.
It was fun.
Not by that
All
video.
day, all
Not by
day.
that video, that
All
part
day.
wasn't. Anybody looking at it doesn't, I don't think anybody would look at that video and go, George is having fun right now.
So why is it you all think that y'all don't know me, you don't know me,
Nope.
would do something like that, especially having a 9-year-old son?
I don't know
Like,
what
why-
nine-year-old son would be.
Like,
Why are you so like caught on what we think
Yeah.
when
because
you should be
it's
more
like,
concerned about what you told us,
it's because
and
like you guys
The
are
fact
like
that George
trying,
is dead.
the things that the video shows that are opposite of what you told us, and then what you've now
like
told
what
us
is opposite?
Well, you said that it was funny, and you're the only one
We
laughing.
were playing before that.
Okay.
But then it stops.
Yeah.
It obviously stops being fun,
Well,
because you're screaming at him, he's
not
begging to get
screaming
out.
at him.
Sounds like screaming at me.
We didn't
Sarah.
expect to see you. Well, I heard you were looking for a Robert Downey Jr. type, and I thought, I don't know, maybe I can do that.
Okay, for sure.
Well, let's see how it goes.
It's the world.
A little nervous.
Just breathe.
I don't know what you all want me to tell you. In no way, shape, or form was this intentional. At all. Ever.
Are you still gonna allow us to do your fingernails?
Go for it.
Go for it. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna get that set up.
Do you need any more water? No, but when you come back and I ask about this?
Yep.
So what?
Just don't understand.
So it
I don't
was.
understand how your story changes so much to the
How
fact
is
that.
it changing? Please help me explain, understand.
You went on about how this was such a playful thing and you guys were laughing, and it probably was for a few minutes, but then it obviously changes. The whole demeanor of this whole situation completely changes. It's not the funny, laughing matter. He's not laughing at all.
I didn't think he was being serious.
You absolutely sound serious.
I
When you're
didn't think
answering.
so. Like, just,
You don't think your voice, you sounded serious?
it's, okay. I don't know what you want me to tell you. It was a great day.
Okay.
It didn't end well,
I was
obviously.
gonna say, that's, I mean,
I can't explain to you. I can't explain to you how horrific it was
Okay.
to find him. Horrific. Because I don't remember taking those videos. How horrific. I'm thinking he's in the bathroom. I'm thinking he's downstairs in the laptop. I can't find him.
The bathroom.
So what's gonna happen? Like,
Here's what gets me though, is you don't remember taking videos, you don't know where he is, you don't remember him being in the suitcase, and you're still telling me that you had your wits about you. How does someone have their wits about him when?
See, that's the thing too. But you can clearly tell that I had been drinking some. You can clearly tell.
I had several people that came up to me in that apartment complex said that you were drunk on a daily basis.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh,
Right.
the neighbors are
Right.
talking.
Really?
Right. Talk to the property
Really?
manager. Talk to the property manager.
Okay.
Because it's not,
These are your neighbors, the one that live next to you. Your property manager does not live next to you. They see you every day. How many
Ooh,
times have you
Sarah,
neighbors
this is
who ask
getting
you-
bad, girl.
not fair.
Hold on. You had two different neighbors that lived directly next to you. You asked to use the restroom and they told you no and turned you away. You had to go across the way to somebody else.
No, okay. Kim and Kim is not a nice person.
Okay.
She's just automatically not nice. Even after me and Luke
She
went
does
over
a
there
lot
and
of not
convinced
nice
herself, she's just
people.
not a nice person.
Then why would you think she would let you use a restroom?
Because Eli was in there. Eli comes over and talks to us sometimes, which I think pisses Kim off because he comes over and talks to us. The two of them, they're like super standoffish all the time. My neighbors down the street, down the way, their toilet was broken. They had stuff in the bathroom. So then they're like, go over there and try over there.
There's two bathrooms.
I wouldn't let somebody go upstairs and use my personal bathroom. That's what the downstairs one is for.
If it's somebody you like, would you? Somebody you knew?
They're in the process of doing all this stuff in the kitchen, and they're stuck in the bathroom, and the toilet doesn't work. Just walk across the way, no problem. And of course they let me in. Them and them, they're
Oh,
together.
Sarah.
They're families. And nonetheless, if you really want to know, and I hope it doesn't get them in trouble, but he is over here illegally. So he's trying to work
Oh my
on this
gosh,
with
she's
us.
trying to drag everybody with her. Oh, Sarah, it's so
He didn't want to be
pitiful.
involved.
No, I was asking last night, because, we had several different people in the
Assuming
neighborhood
that
come up saying
Eli
that
and
she
Kim.
was drunk on a regular basis.
Eli and Kim. Okay. Did you ask Vinny next door?
Those are the ones next door that she asked to use the restroom, and they said no.
No, she said no. And like I said, she's not a nice person.
Yeah, she's not nice.
Yep.
Who's coming?
Yeah, you said that we said.
And you don't have to allow us to do it, just so you know, so don't take that as.
I don't have a problem.
Okay. Just make sure.
So, am I getting my phone back?
Oh, Sarah, really?
What about Lucas's laptop?
Not today.
Oh, Sarah.
What does that mean?
We're still going through everything.
Oh, that's fine.
You're the one just telling us there's videos that we need to see on it, so we need
That's
to do
fine.
our due diligence that we go through
Yeah,
everything.
she
See,
handed
and that
it over.
backfires on me now too, because now you all think that I had even more, in quotes, intent.
Recording that was
Which was not
pretty
intentional.
bad, Sarah.
In that. Is that correct?
She's asking about your tag in your hand.
No, but I'm asking if that's correct.
No, I'm not gonna
We're not
agree to
making
anything
this
that you're saying, I'm not, that you're.
So, his probation officer,
Mm-hmm.
do you all inform her, or do I need to call her?
We don't have to inform her, so if you would like to call her, you can. Are you saying because he's still on probation?
No, but because of the nice lady that she is, and all that she's done for him, I didn't know how it was.
Legally, we just have to tell his parents, and we don't go telling,
Everybody else?
I didn't even know who his probation officer was, so no, I wouldn't go tell.
So the same thing for classes. I need to do that too.
Classes.
The
To do what?
substance abuse class and his battery
For example?
intervention.
Yeah, we
Something
don't
else I
have
was
to
just
call
going
him.
to ask. So, other than this, so initially, what was the cause of death?
She is still pending because she wants to hold the body for an additional day to see if more of those bruises turn into something bigger. And she's doing some other tests that she's gotta do. So she's pending it for now.
So, and that couldn't have been because of him being in the suitcase? Or
That's
y'all
what
are saying
she-
that I
that's what-
physically did it?
That's what she's determining.
So,
The ones on the head, I asked her, could that have been from the suitcase, and she said she didn't think so.
I didn't touch him, nor did he touch me. I'm leaving it at that. So, I don't know if you all know how to do this, because so that's what I was gonna get ready to ask you. So, are you all updating his parents today, or when you get the final whatevers?
What does it matter what we tell his parents? What do you mean?
Because
We're gonna talk with them.
okay,
I have to
but it's gonna come
like,
down to me.
what do you mean?
Like, so it's being put on me.
Who said that?
But I'm not, so what is it you would tell them?
We're gonna give them an update, just like we gave you an update on their autopsy.
Okay, so it's whatever
Well,
bruise, and
here's the thing.
whatever on the head.
We had to deliver news to them last night that their son was dead. There's not a whole lot of conversation that goes on after that. It's not a very easy thing
Was
to
it
do.
yesterday or Sunday? Sunday. Today's Tuesday, right?
Did we not meet you yesterday? We met you yesterday. I'm just asking. Did we not meet yesterday?
It's a valid question.
Really? Yes, on Monday.
Okay.
Got it.
Perfect.
So I don't know if I asked you guys or how I find this out other than talking to his parents, which not gonna happen.
Bad idea.
Probably a terrible idea.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys suggest me finding out about funeral?
Oh, Sarah.
That's not even something that's been probably talked about between the family. That's not something we asked. We have no way of.
I didn't know, that's why I'm asking.
It's gonna be up to them to make the arrangements of what they want to do. Like she just told you, just being told last night, I'll pretty much be willing to wager that they have not even considered what they're gonna do.
My body can't even be released, so.
I've been there with parents, grandparents, and uncles. So, I don't know if I have the right to or not, but like I was gonna call his former employees whom he really cared for and let them know.
Why?
Call whoever you want.
I just don't wanna do something that I'm not supposed to. How do I go about getting his, wedding ring, engagement ring?
What?
It's at the medical examiner's office. It'll come to us eventually, and then.
It'll be released to
To
the next of kin.
Yeah, okay.
I bought it for him.
Wait a minute. Whoa, Sarah. She's worrying about a ring that she bought for him and getting it back. That's cold, people. That's cold. Wow. Hey, there are some similarities between Sarah and Darrell. She is a piece of work.
That is a civil issue. It was on his finger, it goes to them. They're the ones that are gonna release it. We don't have any say in that.
So I won't get that back.
Oh my gosh, she's really worried about that. That right there.
So for all of this, like, how do I find out what's what, how many, like, what's been found?
What do you mean?
Pillow with stain, swab with stain from pillow, suitcase.
That will all be sent off to
FDLE?
FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement. They do their testing.
So, and then like whatever white can with blood and necktie with blood was from the suitcase.
Correct.
Why would you guys, you'll see it in there, the baseball bat for Lucas. And the Steve.
What?
This is just his phone, my phone, and then the laptop.
Yeah, when anything can be released, we will release it, but we
Baseball
are very
bat.
early in this investigation, and learning
Baseball
process,
bat, huh?
unfortunately.
So, what's next?
They're gonna come and swab your fingers.
No, I'm talking about like in the long run. Like, what do I need to like? Do I need to be doing something or like?
I can't tell you what to do.
You know what I
mean,
think?
like, so like for like I don't understand. Like, I don't know if you guys are just gonna like, because it makes it sound like to me like I'm being accused of something that was not intentional. I'm being accused of it, and a handful of other things that I'm being accused of.
Okay.
So I don't want to be at home with Lucas and you guys show up.
I think she thinks she's going home from there.
So,
I don't think that's going to happen, Sarah.
I don't know what you want me to tell you.
so is there going to be concrete whatever it is, and then it's like, okay, this is what it is, kind of thing, or like, because I've done the whole court thing, I've done the whole attorney thing, I've done whatever. So if I'm not admitting anything about being intentional and I killed George, that's not the situation, but it's trying to depend on me. That was not my intent,
I think she needs
but
an
it's trying to
attorney.
depend on me. So however, or whatever it is I need to do in order for that to be proven, then I need to do so, which is why I'm trying to get my ducks in a row.
Oh,
So that's why I'm
Sarah.
asking what the next step is, other than me getting my nails swabbed.
Probably going to jail.
I mean, you want me to tell you how to not be accused of a crime? Is that what you're, I don't know what.
I'm trying
Oh,
to prepare
no.
myself for whatever may need to be done, so I can,
I
I guess, stick up for myself.
I mean, I think you're doing just fine. You came, you talked.
I just don't want you guys to, again, show up and Lucas is in the house.
I think she thinks she's going home from there.
Well, we did tell you yesterday that we don't want to do anything around your son, hence why you came to us. So I don't know why you think that's going to change.
That and or me not just show up back home.
I'm sorry, what? That or what?
Me just not show up back home.
Where do you think you're
That's
going to go,
what-
Sarah?
He's so happy that I'm staying over at the house with Brian. Like, so happy. And I'm not going back to the house, to my house, for however long I can stay over here because of whatever to blow over.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if you don't mind me asking, so for whatever it is you all are claiming from the videos, which, yeah, is that what you're going to tell him? Like, his parents? It's like, oh, yeah, and by the way, she did.
Did what?
I mean, what would you tell him?
I don't think it really matters what we're gonna tell the parents.
Oh, yeah, it is the steel to the fire.
Well, we can't hide things, and I don't know, I'm not saying we're gonna go, I'm not saying that we're gonna go and tell them every single thing we have, but again, this is the Orange County Sheriff's Office as public record, so eventually, like, this all will come out.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I'm not,
Matters, honey.
you're making it sound like we're gonna tell them something, so then your life is in danger, and I don't like that accusation. So, let's just nip that in the bud right now.
Well, that's what's going to happen.
I cannot
What are we gonna
choose,
tell them?
But we can't even, but, so, technically, there's no concrete report yet, even. Right,
Well,
So it's,
you want me to, like,
Some
tell
sort
you
of
exactly what I'm gonna tell them? I don't know what I'm gonna tell them. I don't know what I'm gonna tell them. Let's just leave it at that. Just like you don't know why you went upstairs. I don't know what I'm gonna tell them.
so,
Parents that are dealing with.
can I call you the way that I did last time?
Yeah, my phone is an open line. At least he should be here. I don't watch the
I get it. Look, I get it. That was really bad.
Mhm.
So that's what scares me. Like, what do I need to plan on? Like, what do I need to plan on? I promise you, on my son's life,
oh no, not on your
it
son's
was
life.
not intentional. I promise you. on Lucas's life. It was not.
Don't bring poor Lucas into this.
I
Ugh.
don't know you. I can't say I know anything about you. I don't know what would be a true statement, what would not. I mean, if you're promising on your son's life, that's fine.
That's how much it means.
Sorry.
That's how much it, look, that's how much it means.
Okay. And it's documented that you said that, yeah. I get it.
Do you have any idea when I can get my phone back?
Oh my gosh, Sarah.
What'd you say?
Have you lost your everlasting mind?
I mean, our digital forensics unit is, have a lot of cases on their plate. I mean,
Well, and that's not technically my laptop, it's Lucas's laptop. But he plays, you'll see all the games that he has on there.
as soon as we can get that back to Lucas, we will. As soon as we can release your phone, we will. Like, we have no way of being able to tell you because we don't have control over their caseload and how they arrange what they do. So I don't know. And at this point, I think, honestly, with everything else that's going on, that should probably be at the bottom of your list of worries.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm trying to make Lucas happy so he can have his laptop back.
Did Brian not have a laptop for him?
He has his laptop that he has to do for work, that he doesn't want him using it or breaking or dropping. It's not a big deal. There's nothing on the laptop anyway.
It's so awful
So
yet
you
so.
will keep me posted, like updated.
She's leaving.
That's my thing, is I'm trying to figure out what I need to do in the meantime.
I don't know. I can't, I don't know what to tell you, though. What?
But you all have more information than I do, where it's, yeah, you might wanna, or yeah, you might wanna.
We have more information on what?
Like,
We told you everything that we have. You know everything that we know. And most of it we got from you.
but that, like I was telling her, yeah, that's bad, which I swore on my son's life was unintentional. So that's why I'm trying to figure out what I need to do for myself
Of course. Me.
going forward with it.
She probably should have gotten an attorney a long time ago.
And are you all just showing up with Lucas now?
We've already both told you that we would be mindful of any situations.
So you guys, I guess you're gonna call me tomorrow? Or do we need to come back down here?
I'll chat with you next time.
Sarah, do you think you're going home? Have you lost your everlasting mind?
I'm gonna call you next.
Doesn't the report come out tomorrow?
I'm just saying a report is generated through us, and the sheriff's office is a public entity. So if someone were to come request something, then
No, I'm talking about, his autopsy.
she's waiting and doing our follow-up, but
She's looking at him again tomorrow,
yeah.
but she won't be finished with him because she's pending further stuff.
So after this, what? I'm done? For now? How long does this stuff take to get back?
The
Most
FDA
of that
results.
you won't get back. The swabs and stuff will just say,
But I'll know about it?
sorry, our dispatch center keeps calling my phone. I keep having to have other people call them and see what they need.
I hope you all can really both truly understand that that was not my intent. I miss him a lot. No more.
But my question has remained the same. What do you expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a position like that?
Yes, but you have to understand too,
No, just what would you expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a position?
I have no idea because I've never done it before.
Well, yeah, you know.
Why would I?
Exactly.
Why would
Why
I
did
do it
you?
before?
Why did you do it now?
Yeah.
I clearly have said why. Why?
No, you don't know why. You just know that it's not intentional, but you don't know why. But that's okay.
Really?
I'm not trying to force you to say something that you don't know.
It's feeding and penning.
Ooh, that's some silence there, isn't it? Ooh, goodness gracious.
The fact that you guys would assume that I'm that kind of person.
I'm not assuming anything. We're going by the facts. It happened.
Like you said, you don't know me. What time is it, please?
4:46.
In itself, for me to have to live with getting him out and doing what I did is punishment enough.
Oh my goodness, she thinks that what she went through was punishment enough.
That's why I haven't slept. Because that's all I see. So that right there says something.
Oh my gosh, she's so freaky.
Not my intention.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at Sarah. She's sad because she's not getting her ring back. And that she feels this way.
Nonetheless, I have to live without him now.
Yeah.
Nonetheless. Punishment in itself.
Punishment in it. She is something. She's making her own choices about what should be done to her.
Definitely a tragic situation.
I am through with alcohol. And it's unfortunate that
So that still right there looks pretty grim, doesn't it? Sarah's still thinking about going home and getting that wedding ring she bought for George. Poor delusional Sarah.
Nonetheless, I have to live without him now.
His daughters too.
Are you trying to make it worse?
Sorry, what?
Are you trying to make it worse?
Make what worse?
How I feel?
CSI, that was there yesterday. I think she took your photos. So I'm just going to take a swab and go around on one hand and then do the separate one for your other hand. Okay? Right hand. A little bit. Thank you. Okay, I'm done with all these. Okay, Sarah. So, you're not free to go. Okay. Oh, do you promise everything you told us was the truth? Or no? Everything we've talked about today?
Yes. What do you mean?
He asked to swear. Remember how I swore you yesterday on the audio recording? I just forgot, so he raised his hand to remind me to tell you.
Okay.
Do you promise and swear that everything we talked about today has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
For which
True
everything?
and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
What, that it wasn't intentional?
Everything you've said today, everything that's come out of your mouth has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
To the best of my knowledge.
Correct. Yes.
Why?
That's
Because
how
anytime
you
we talk
swear.
to somebody, we want to assure that everything that we've talked about is,
True and accurate to the best of that person's knowledge.
it's not a trick question,
To the best of my knowledge?
to the best of your knowledge.
Everything that you've told us today is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
Yes, but it was not intentional.
Okay.
Sarah, why didn't you get a lawyer
All right, do me a
if you
favor,
were so
stand
smart?
up. I need you to turn around, face the wall, put your hands behind your back. Do you have anything in your pockets that I should know about?
No.
Okay.
Ooh, boy.
Why is this happening?
Because George is dead.
That's pretty
Not
clear.
intentionally.
We understand
He's
that.
still dead.
He's still dead.
Someone needs
This
to
guy
call
cracks
Brian,
me up.
please.
Okay.
Or can I not make the phone call?
You'll be able to make a phone call when we get you down to the jail.
So why is this happening? So this was a trick?
No, it's not
No,
a trick.
not
How
a
was it a trick?
That's
I'm in here to ask you to explain a few things to us,
Uh-huh.
and
You were read your rights.
your response to everything was basically, I didn't do it.
Intentionally.
I have to go through that.
Doesn't matter, he's still there. Do me a favor, have a seat.
Really, guys?
Really?
So if I didn't show up? Why is this happening?
Because
Before y'all said I could leave,
when
that I was done after this, after that.
we were done, yes, we were done, absolutely.
So now, not intentional.
Okay.
So what am I supposed to do now?
yeah.
You will,
Someone needs to call Brian.
okay.
Lucas is waiting for Mom to come home. This was not my intention. I thought I was waiting for you all to come and figure out what's what and how many.
That's what we're trying to do.
Poor
And I was going
Sarah.
to be able to go home.
Why
and
didn't
see
you get an
Lucas.
attorney?
Now he's just not going to have me come home. So there's nothing that I can do.
All right, no.
There's nothing that I can do in order to go home and see Lucas and prepare.
Not right now, no. You'll be afforded a time in court, you'll be afforded an attorney, you'll be afforded a chance to talk to a judge, and all that stuff will be worked out.
But what's the time frame for that, though?
I have no way of being able to tell you. You should make first appearance probably by tomorrow morning, if not tonight, depending how things are busy, how quickly you get down there. I
had a
don't
sneaky
work in there.
suspicion this was going to happen. And I need water, like, really bad, please.
Have a seat.
You all checked me down here.
Absolutely did not.
No Dr. Packer. Oh, sorry, guys. That's Freudian. No Dr. Pepper.
I just got those.
No cigarettes.
They are not allowed in the jail.
So I can't even smoke cigarettes if I go.
Ooh, she's giving him the stink eye.
And what am I supposed to do with my car?
You'll be fine where it is. When you get down there, you'll have 3 phones, you'll be able to call.
What, as soon as possible?
Yeah, once you get down there, get booked in, you'll be able to use a phone in the waiting
But how
area.
long will that take? Because I need to talk to Brian.
You know, it depends how busy, how quickly they get you through. I probably would say within the hour. It's a free phone call in the lobby. It's a free phone call.
All I'm doing is bring you there, sign the paper, and you're all there.
She has no clue.
So can I ask you, or whoever it is, those holding cells, the holding cells, am I gonna be put in one of those?
I don't know.
Last time I had a panic attack.
Let them know that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you're familiar with the big bay. As long as you go in and you act civil to them, they'll set you in the big bay. And you'll be left there for
Can
a
you
while.
request that while I'm there?
No, that's not up to us. We don't work at the jail.
As long as like he's saying, if you don't
If
act
you go
up.
in and act like this, you'll go in and they'll put you in the big bay. If you go in there screaming and kicking and yelling and
Why would
cursing
I
at
do
people,
that?
I don't know. I'm just letting you know that's what happens. That's how they weed people out. If you go in acting like this,
So I asked for the big bay?
they'll put you there as long as you're acting like this.
Yeah, 'cause the last time I had a major panic attack on those little things.
Let them know.
Change the cuffs.
Go, Shanda.
I have not.
So what am I gonna do with my purse? Oh, sorry.
God.
But the cigarettes.
Oh,
and stuff,
Sarah.
I put the lock up too on those.
Oh, no, it's all good. Mine are no opposite, so.
What made you all decide to do this?
You decided to do this.
Uh-huh.
George is dead.
You
I love
guys-
it.
I knew this was gonna happen.
You did? Okay.
So I came
Well,
down
we
here
did.
willingly.
Yes, absolutely. We were trying to figure out what's going on. We're still trying to figure out what's going on.
Unintentionally.
Intentional or not, George is dead.
That pretty well sums it up. George is dead.
You act like when you say unintentionally, that absolves you from everything.
I need to get, I have my, I don't know if it's able to be or not.
I apologize.
No, no.
I have things in my car that I need to,
You can't get your things, girl. You're not going to take it with you. You're not going to a hotel.
well, I have my medication.
Okay, they have a pharmacy there, so if there's something that you have to have right away, you'll be seeing a nurse.
It's panic attack stuff.
Well, again, when you get checked in, you're gonna be seeing a nurse,
Turn around now.
and that, they have a pharmacy there, so they'll be able to take care of any kind of that stuff. That protocol is out of my realm. I don't work down there, so I don't know, but I do know they do have a pharmacy, and that you will be afforded to see somebody. Okay?
All done?
Yes, ma'am. I think so. My bad.
No.
Oh, well, now that we've stopped here, there's a picture of George. Oh, the suitcase, guys. That's just crazy. How the hell did she think that she was going to get to go home? But she did. And to get his wedding ring back. And I don't know where I heard it, but people, you know, they were talking about her flipping the suitcase over. Their apartment was like a townhouse, so upstairs, downstairs. But I know the neighbors reported, I don't know if I can find it, but hearing a big thump. So there has been some speculation that she may have that's very blurry, but oh well. Like pushed or kicked the suitcase down the stairs, which could explain those other, I don't know why it's not coming in, the other injuries that he had on his head. But that is pretty sad. I don't know why it's blurry, but anyhow. What a pair. I mean, I'm sure he did his things, but he didn't kill her. At the end of the day, he's the one at the disadvantage, and he can't speak for himself anymore. But she is, I mean, do you not agree she is like a female version of Darrell? But I don't know if they would make a very good couple, because they would be trying to out-talk the other one. But, and then people were saying, like, the suitcase is pretty big, but how did he fit in there? From my understanding, I think he was a pretty, I don't want to compare him to Darrell, but I think he was very skinny, but still. And isn't it ironic that she says she has a panic attack and she's worried about the size of things and all that. I wonder how poor George felt. Again, I think that is oh my God, one of the worst ways. It doesn't look good for her. But I will tell you this. This is Florida, where I reside. And whether you have opinions or not of the Casey Anthony case, she got off. It just, I mean, we've had some really crazy cases here where people have gotten off. Recently this past summer, the Nicholas Cruz case, he pleaded guilty. I don't know if you watched that. That was a very interesting case, but he, that was the incident of the school in South Florida. And he pleaded guilty, but they did the trial, because they were trying to get him the death penalty. And they really thought he was going to get it. And then I think it was maybe one juror. And the families were just devastated because well, that's a whole other story, I guess. But anyhow, I'm just saying it's Florida. And I do know, I'm going to see if I can find it and post it. She did just have a hearing. This has been 3 years. And that's a long time. I don't know, I think it's truly been hard for her to find an attorney. But poor George, rest in peace, George. But I'm sure he had his things, but still, he can't speak for himself anymore, and his poor family. And then Sarah, a hot mess. You should have gotten a lawyer. And tacky as hell that you would even want his wedding ring back, or the wedding ring you purchased for him. Anyhow. All right, friends. Oh, that's better right there. Okay, so I love you all. I hope you all will follow this case because it probably is going to start in late spring, early summer. So we'll get to kind of follow along with it. And I think it's going to be pretty fascinating. All right. Be kind to one another. Be kind to you.